back to Bisons Aquarium. Just got finished doing some changes to the main 55-gallon tank. Just got back from getting some feeder fish for Jake, and I just gave Charlie a green bean. And I'll show you what we got going on here. Charlie going to town on that green bean. He likes that green bean. When you know it, old Jake has to be in the picture. Yeah, he knows when he's on camera. I was going to put some Jack Dempseys in here with him, but I don't know enough about those fish. I'll explain that here in a minute. Look, he's going to try to take that from him. You better not. Don't be looking at me. You know you're being bad. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Honk. You got another one over here if you want a green bean. There's another one right there. Come over here and eat it. Right here. Right here. Come here. Honk. Why you gotta disturb him? He was having a good time with that green bean. Anyway, I wasn't very much of a fan of live plants in my tanks because it always brought me snails, but I like the benefit of having live plants, so I went and got this little bad boy right here. And it's supposed to grow to be 15 inches, no bigger. And you have to trim them, so hopefully that'll get me more, and I can put one somewhere else. See there? Now if I come over here and I'm distracted away from Charlie, Jake will come away from there and leave Charlie alone. Jake was getting, or Charlie was getting attention, so Jake had to get it all up in our business. But anyway, I thought that we would show the update on the slime. As you can see right here, you can see that hair growing on the log, and you can see it up there also on the top, right where that limb comes up, and it's just all the way across there growing, and it's supposed to go away on its own, and we're just going to let it take its course. I added the plant simply because I want it to make my water a little healthier. My pH is up to about 7.9, which is not really that big a deal because I just don't feel the need in chasing my pH. So I was going to get Jack Dempseys, a guy on Craigslist. He's got he's on oxygen right now, and he was saying that he couldn't take care of him very well, and this thing look all crooked. And I had offered to take them, but they're a little bigger than Jake. And I was told today that if the Jack Dempseys are bigger than Jake, then 9 times out of 10 they're going to bogard because they're both together, and if they've both been together, they're used to each other, and they'll both team up against Jake. I can't have that. Not to mention, um, I don't know anything about their tank, how they keep it. I don't know their history, and I'm just a little iffy about putting somebody else's fish in my tank. It's just not worth it, because you have to look at it with the worst case scenario. A worst case scenario is that I would have to pretty much take my tank down and start all over. I'm not looking to do that. So I'm thinking that maybe I should just continue to get my fish from the pet store instead of somebody else's. Um, they are 45 minutes away from me. I'm not going to be able to see the atmosphere that they were in. I don't know anything about their water, how they keep it. Like I said, I'm not going to their house to get the fish, so I have no opportunity to check the tank out. There's two of them. Now, it's a good possibility that, yes, I could take one of them, but I don't know. Jake's more important to me than any fish that's going to come in behind here, simply because he is the first one that started in this tank, and he's always going to be number one. Him and Charlie are always going to be number one in this tank. Whoever comes in second is going to always be second. So I'm always going to be looking out for Jake and Charlie rather than somebody else. He must have seen something. He's got a couple little goldfish in there he's been chasing around. He's done got two of them. I put 5 of them in there earlier. They were like 11 cents a piece. So I got 5 of them, and that was all they had. So I don't think PetSmart's keeping up on their feeder fish very good. They've been out of Rosy Reds for the last week. I don't know what's up with that, but I guess I'm going to have to go somewhere else and get them. So I just wanted to kind of give you an update on the bison tank. As you can see, I did finish my doors, and hey, let's get a look at that. I'll show you what we got going on here. Basically what I did is I took the doors that were louver doors off of the gun cabinet, because it used to be an entertainment center. And you have to forgive me, I got a freaking cramp in my neck, man. I can't really turn my neck. And this here was a louver door that kind of slid around, and then you just slide them back into place when you wanted to close the TV up. Well, I turned it into a gun cabinet, so I didn't really need these no more. And they were wavy, so they were flexible. So in order to make them not flexible, I took some OSB that was left over from what I didn't use on the floor and glued it to the back side of it, and then put my hinge on there, which is cabinet hinges for like kitchen cabinets. And then these handles here that I took off of something. I think they were kitchen handles too, for drawers. And then I just put a piece of 3/4 inch OSB here as a divider to go up against. And they're spring loaded. And I thought that was a pretty nice touch. Now they are a little twisted. As you can see, the top is out further on this side than it is this side, and it's the opposite on this side. And that's simply because Yes, I got my feet crooked on my damn stand. Yeah, I'm ashamed of that. Don't give me too much of a hard time. And that drove me nuts. And I knew this was going to be an issue because that leg is out this way more. The bottom is in, the top is out, and it's the opposite on this side. I don't know how I done that, but I did. So we're just going to have to live with it like that. Now eventually I'll take and stain the backside of that the same as this, and this also matches the top. So the fish tank is just about done, other than doing some staining. And I could actually straighten that by putting some kind of a thing on the back side of here to change the twist. But to me it just does, it's not that important. I could care less. So there you got a look at the 55. Now let's go and show you our 20 gallon with the Grommy. Now, as you all know, you remember blue and you remember black. Well, we have a new person in there. Yeah, he's a superstar too. He thinks he is. And let's see if we can find her. Yes, it's a she. Where is she at? She is hidden very well. Where is she at? Ah, ain't this something? Oh, right there she is. She's right in front of my face. We have another blue Grommy, blue dwarf Grommy. This one is red, white, and blue. And it's hidden down underneath there. Daggone it. That's messed up too. Let's see if I can get around the back side here. I can see her right there. So turn that around so we can see. Can you see her? Well, anyway, that's Miss Molly. That's what we call her, Miss Molly. Miss Molly, blue and black. So at first he darted after her, and I got to get my thermometer out there. I got that one I put in there, but this one here is the original one that kept falling off of the side of the glass, so it's got a terrible suction cup. Trying to get Miss Molly to move, but Miss Molly ain't budging. See, they're both down there now. They're getting along better than they was when I first put her in there. Oh well, we'll get to see her another time because she's just going to stay hidden. So there you have the update on Bisons Aquarium 55 and 20. I'd actually like to get me another tank. I'm going to keep my eyes open for one that I can get for free. This one here I paid $20 for. It's got a lot of scratches in it. I would actually like to replace this one with another 55 that doesn't have a bunch of scratches on it. This one here, it's just scratched all two pieces, and apparently this thing had critters in it at one time, and I can't stand tanks that had critters in them. I try to stay away from them, but I was kind of in a hurry to get a tank together, so I went ahead and took it. But you can see all the scratches all in it, and they're on the inside, so that tells me that they had a creature in there that had claws and scratched at the glass. So we're going to try to replace this one. Now, I'll still use this one for a secondary tank, maybe for a quarantine tank. I don't know. Um, I might take the Grommies and add them to a 55 later on, and then use the 20 for a quarantine tank. If you're going to keep fish, you should always have a quarantine tank. So I thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoy my tank, and don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think, guys. I hope to keep you guys updated, and let me know what you think about the Jack Dempsey pair. I'll show you a picture of them two right now. Uh, they look like they're considerably bigger. I was advised today not to do it because they are bigger and that they would dominate my Oscar, being that they're a pair and they've been together longer. They know each other and used to each other, and they're probably going to go after my Oscar, and we can't have that. So tell me what you think, guys, if you think that I should. I don't personally think I should, but I'll entertain some thoughts. So anyway, you guys have a good one. Later.